Indian financial system. First, system. What is system? What is system? When there are many things and they are interrelated directly or indirectly and they work in a proper synchronized manner and they are interrelated to each other, we will loosely call this as a system, right? We will call this a system. They are directly or indirectly related and they work together, and in the precise area of work we will call it as a system. It's simple definition, right? Now the finance, right? Finance means one person, in very simple term, not going to typical definition. What is finance in very simple term? I am having some money, right? And I am going to invest, save, or better word, invest that money so that I can earn more, right? So either I'm directly going to give the money to that person, or I'm going to give the money through a particular organization to other organization or other person who is going to make more money, right? So in very simple term, when we say the finance, the money is going to be converted from savings to investment and investment to capital. Saving to investment, investment to capital. नहीं समझ में आया, not able to understand. अच्छा, another way, simple way, very simple way. Economy's basic thing is what? Demand and supply. These are the two basic constituent of subject of economy, right? Okay. When we say supply, we can alternatively also say that production. And for production, what we need? Land, labor, and third is capital. For production, what we need? Land, labor, and capital. Fine. So the owner of the land, the laborers, and the person, capital means machines. Basically, it is machines and technology related. So the land and labor owner, and if you are hiring some machines, right? So the person who is the owner of machines and tools, right? If you are himself owner, means I'm having my own capital, I'm having my own tractor for doing the agriculture, so I'm owner of that capital or tractor. But sometimes it is can be leased or it can be taken on rent from the market. So once you will start the production, you need land, labor, and capital, right? So suppose that production is started. So start the production, you need what? Land, labor, and capital. That means definitely you are going to pay for it, for land, for labor, and for capital. So from you, money in the form of income will flow. Money in the form of income will flow. And when the person is going to get income, when a person is going to get an income, one part of the income is going to be consumed, whereas other part of the income is going to be the part of savings. Acha, I have one question for you. From this I have one question for you. Anyone who want to answer, they can answer me in the comment section. Right, I have one question for you, and this question is, listen very carefully. If income is going to increase, if income is going to increase, both consumption and savings, both consumption and savings are going to increase. My question is, I'm repeating, if income is going to increase, consumption and saving both are going to increase. My question is, rate of consumption is going to be greater than rate of savings. Other option is rate of consumption is going to be equal with rate of savings. Third is rate of consumption is going to be less than rate of savings. Which option is correct and why? Which option is correct and why? If you know the answer correctly, answer in the comment section and also mention why it is so. Right? Try this one. It's very, very interesting. And in the later chapter, when we will deal with the monetary policy, I'll explain this part. But this is question for you. Right? Just try to attempt it and answer in the comment section. Fine. So just putting this thing aside, coming back to this point, when you will start the production, your income is going to increase. Means you are going to get the income, and that income is going to be invest means going to be in two parts. One is consumption, another part is savings, right? So when you are going to consume, right, for consumption, what you will create? Demand. And when there will be the demand and that demand is going to increase, when you are going to consume or you are going to consume more, right, if you'll consume more, then demand is going to increase, and if demand is going to increase, then price is also going to increase, right? And that is going to push the producer to go for more production, right? But for production, what we need? Land, labor, capital. And for additional production, what we need? Additional means maybe land can be accommodated, but we need more labor and more capital, right? So when we have the saving part, either we can put those savings in the form of cash, we can have this savings in the form of cash, or we can buy some gold, fine, and have it our home. Cash or gold, that you can simply put at your home. Cash will be remain same, there will be no value addition in that. Gold price may be going to increase or decrease, right? Maybe going to increase or decrease. But if you will going to invest that money, invest in the form of deposits, invest in the form of shares, invest in the form of mutual funds, lot of things are available there, right? Few things you can purchase it directly, few things you can purchase it through the intermediary. Few things you can purchase it directly, few things you can purchase through the intermediary. Example, if you want to purchase the fixed deposit, you have to go that organization, banking and some non-banking organization, like even post office is offering you the deposit things, right? And whatever they will take from you, they are also going to invest somewhere so that they can also get some money, so that some part will be paid back to you and rest of the part they can have in the form of their operational expenses and profit, right? Means that investment part is going to be spent land, labor and capital. So your savings is going to be converted in the investment, and all those investment intermediaries, organizations work for what? To convert your savings in the investments. All those organizations which functions to convert your savings in the investments, they are part of financial system. I said system. Now the financial system. Financial system means what? A kind of system where your savings can be converted into the investments. Right? So this is very simple explanation of financial system, a system which can having the ability to convert your savings in investment, that is financial system. And if it is of India, then it is known as Indian financial system, right? It is going to be the Indian financial system. Clear? Now, when your savings are going to be converted in the investments, when your savings are going to be converted in the investment, you have this hope कि my money which is 100 with me, for example 100 with me, I want to increase. Maybe means I'm expecting it will be going to be increase 110 by 1 year, in 1 year. I'm having this hope. So with this hope, I will try to invest, right? And the person who is going to use my money for further increase or further valuation, the organization, whether it is bank or mutual fund, whatsoever organization, they are going to take my 100 rupees. So they will try to also at least earn some money so that they can run their own expenditure plus make some profit. That profit can be from 112 to 140, or even some will think about to make it 200 or beyond that. There is no limit, right? While doing this thing, after taking your money and after taking your money to invest somewhere so that they can get more benefits, more and more benefits, they are going to be tempted. Tempted for what? Getting more profit. And remember, that is not their money, that is your money. That is your money which they are going to invest. Which they are going to invest. So sometimes they can take more risk, sometimes they will take less amount of risk. More risk for the more profit, less risk means less profit. So sometimes maybe there will be a tendency of these financial intermediaries in the financial system, in order to gain more profits, they may be involved in the malpractices. To gain more profit, they may involve in the malpractices, or they are going beyond particular risk taking ability. They'll go beyond it and will put entire system, you organization, on risk. That may cause a collapse. They may cause a collapse. So it is very important for any financial system to have regulators, or in the very simple word, watchdogs. So any financial system need regulator. Remember, regulator will not come first. First, intermediaries and instruments will be there. And at a point of time, there will be a need to regulate those intermediaries and their business. Then regulatory body is going to be required. So which came first? India's Bombay Stock Exchange or SEBI? Bombay Stock Exchange came first or SEBI came first? It's Bombay Stock Exchange, right? Then SEBI came in the picture at a point of time when there was a big scam. So then need was realized, and need was realized in such a manner we have a strong regulatory body. Then SEBI came to the picture. When RBI was established? When RBI was established? In 1930s. RBI was established in 1935 through RBI Act 1934. But when bank was established, even the Imperial Bank of India later became the State Bank of India, right? even before Imperial Bank of India, Bank of Bengal, right, Bank of Madras, Bank of Calcutta, Bank of Bengal, Bank of Madras, and Bank of Bombay, they were merged. So banking system was there, but a need of regulator was arise at other point of time, and even till the 1950s RBI do not have the regulatory power over the banks. But after independence, the need was arise, and we must have the regulators. So regulators came in the picture. So it's like that. For example, crypto. The latest example, the crypto. Crypto came first. Cryptocurrency came. Now government is in dilemma. What kind of the regulatory we should ban it or we should regulate it? Government is in dilemma. That's why they have backtracked with the bill. They are saying that we will think more and then we will come. Whether we have to ban it or we have to regulate it. So instrument will come first. Then regulator will come if need will arises. Right? In this way, your financial system is going to evolve. And when the things are going to develop and change over the long period of time, it is known as evolution. Right? What it is known as? It is known as evolution. So that's why the topic was evolution of Indian financial system. Evolution of Indian financial system. There are the intermediaries, banking entities, other things, they are there. Then a regulator came in the picture. So we will start with what we should do. We start with the regulator or we should start with the intermediaries. We can start with the intermediaries, but if you will know the regulatory power and regulatory function, it will be better for you to understand, right? So that is why when we will start our financial system, in the next lecture I'll give you the detailed figure of Indian financial system. Today it is not possible, right, because it's a bit kind of detailed figure. I'll give you the figure in the next lecture, but we will start with what? We will start with regulators, right? Then we will come with financial intermediaries, and then we will come to the financial market. So who are the regulators? RBI, because RBI not only have, you can say, the most commanding position over the financial intermediaries, it have an influence, and to some extent it regulates the financial market, especially the money market, right? So first we will go with RBI, right? We will go with RBI. Apart from the RBI, SEBI is there, then IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, IRDA will be there, and from government side, FinMin, Ministry of Finance. Right. Though Ministry of Finance have different divisions. Ministry of Finance have 6 divisions. Right. But its Department of Economic Affairs is having the kind of oversight over over the all other departments, including Financial Service Department, Department of Financial Services, under which all banks, insurance, or entire financial system comes under the Department of Financial Services. Department of Financial Services. Entire financial system comes under this, but it is Department of Economic Affairs is the most important, because any kind of new law, rules, and regulations is going to be formulated by this, whether it is requirement or not, we do need a bad bank or not, that is going to be conveyed by, raised by Department of Financial Services. We do need a bad bank or not, this this thing will come from where? Department of Financial Services. And Department of Financial Services raise this issue with the Department of Economic Affairs, and Department of Economic Affairs is going to have this thing when they are going to present the budget. In the budget, they will prepare the budget. Yes, they can ask the question, which department of the government will prepare the budget? It is Department of Economic Affairs. Department of Economic Affairs is responsible for the budget preparation under the Ministry of Finance. They are the sixth department. Department of Economic Affairs is the most important department, because all kind of the legislation, means law related thing, come with the Department of Economic Affairs, and it also oversee rest of the five departments of Ministry of Finance. So DAE is very important, Department of Economic Affairs, right? So through Department of Economic Affairs, Finance Ministry, and Finance Ministry through Department of Economic Affairs and Department of Financial Services, they oversee the financial system, and wherever it is required for legislation, they consult and they give their opinion and other things to Department of Economic Affairs, and Department of Economic Affairs maybe go to the Parliament through Ministry of Finance and present the bill to make certain laws which is required for the system in this way. Similarly, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, right? Ministry of Corporate Affairs is also have influence on different companies. For example, uh, financial company, right? So you have to be a company, and there is a company law in India. So basic thing is required to be a company, and what are the terms and conditions is required for being a company in India, right? Whether you are a local entity or foreign entity, all these comes under the corporate ministry, right? So I'll explain what are the role, power, function of corporate ministry with respect to the financial system. Similarly, I'll discuss the role of Ministry of Finance, right? These things too I'll discuss before RBI. Before RBI, I'll discuss this thing. But once I'll go to the RBI, its role, power, function, I'll discuss. You can see here, Reserve Bank of India functions, right? So role, power, function will be discussed here. Then separately, I'll discuss with you, that is conduct of monetary policy. Once RBI will be over, I'll come to the financial intermediary part, and in that I'll discuss banking system and other components of the banking system, the reforms, each and everything. So, regulator, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, then detailed discussion of RBI. We will go to the financial intermediary banking system. We will complete it here, right? Then we will go to what? We will go to SEBI, and from SEBI we will go to financial market. We'll understand the financial market. And once this part will be over, we will discuss insurance market and PFRDA also, pension regulatory. They are not very big, but yes, sometimes they will ask very precise and pinpoint question from this area. So we will discuss through PDF or PPT. Is I'll put all this information in detail in the PDF or PPT, and we will discuss this thing. So in this way, we will discuss this Indian financial system part, and it will take around 30 to 35 hours, right? So from next lecture, I'll start with regulator. Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate are not going to take too much time. They are, means their role, power, functions are not required to be discussed in the large extent with respect to your need of your exam. So briefly, I'll discuss that one. Then we will come to the RBI, when RBI was established, right? Some brief history, and then role, power, and function. So this will going to be part of our second lecture, right? I hope you understood in what way we are going to do this entire part, right, of our lecture. Fine. So if you have faced any issue, right, please write in the comment. So if you feel that few things I have to incorporate, I have tried my best, right. If you feel ki something means few things should be incorporated, I'll look into this matter. If it is required, I'll definitely incorporate, right. So now we are going to end this session, right. In the next session we will start with the regulators under the Indian financial system. Okay, thank you very much.